Hi, and welcome to my very first crochet tutorial ever. It's my very first YouTube tutorial ever, so I'm a little bit nervous, but we're gonna get started. We're gonna make magic wallets, and they are so darn cute. And if you've never seen one before, this is how they work, and it's awesome. It's so cute. You open it up, and you'll see you have two different sets of straps. One's an X shape, the other two are straight. All you do is you put your money, doesn't matter which one you put it on top of. Now you close it, and then you open it from the other side, and that's so magical. Look how cute that is. And you can keep opening it and shutting it, and nothing's going to happen. You can even put another dollar bill, as many as you want. You just keep flipping it open, and it secures it. It's so cute. Now for this tutorial, we're not going to make the unicorn. I will have the pattern for it on my Ravelry page. I will also include, in the same pattern, will be for the mermaid, which is just as cute. I love it. And for sock monkey, I have a thing for sock monkey, so this is my favorite. And it's just so cute. They'll all be in the same pattern, so you don't have to purchase 3 different separate ones. They'll just all be right there. And they'll be cheap. It'll be under $3, so nothing big to splurge on or anything. But for this tutorial, let me put these up. We're going to make just a basic, simple magic wallet. It's just 2 rectangles, X straps, and straight straps. And I gotta do it again. It's so cute. It's just so easy. Now this is such an easy project for a beginner as long as you know how to chain, single crochet, and half double crochet. You will also do some light sewing for the straps. But it should be pretty easy. I'm going to try my best to make it really easy for a beginner to follow along with. If I go a little too fast or if I'm not explaining anything, you are more than welcome to ask me questions in the comment section, and I'll be more than glad to help. But let's get started. Okay, for this wallet, you will need your hook size I, which is a 5.5 millimeter size hook. You will need yarn. Now, you can use any type of yarn that is about a medium 4 worsted weight Aran type yarn, just regular, like Red Heart Super Saver. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Good cotton yarn, like I'm using Peaches and Creme in this one. Some of the other ones I just showed you were done in, let's see, Red Heart Super Saver, and I think the Sock Monkey was, it was either I Love This Yarn or Red Heart Super Saver. I'm pretty sure it was Red Heart Super Saver. But yeah, very easy to get yarn for it. You don't need a whole skein. This one has 120, I think, on it. Yes, this one has 120 yards for it. I've done 2 panels of the unicorn, the ears, and I've done some other little things with it for accessories for other projects. Still have a good bit of it left. Pretty impressed by that. But yeah, so you can just grab one of your scrap skeins that you've already used for other projects, and you can make a whole wallet. You will also need plastic canvas. Now you can get this at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, any kind of craft place. Pretty easy to find, pretty cheap to buy too. You will need your needle, your yarn needle, of course scissors, and you will also need a dollar bill, because if you're a beginner, you're going to find out very quickly that my row of the same stitches, same hook size, same yarn might be a little bit different than yours, size-wise. So for anybody who's crocheting, even with the size I hook, you might have a smaller wallet than mine, or it might turn out a lot bigger than mine. So I recommend just simply getting a dollar. The stitch count does not matter that much as long as the wallet is about, I would say about a centimeter around all sides, or you can just look for about a row or a few stitches, top and bottom and on sides. If it's too small,
smaller than this, it will not work correctly. It'll get your dollar all caught up, probably even tear it. We don't want that. So, you probably don't want it too big either. That might be a little bit wonky. You might actually lose your dollar because the straps are only so big, only so wide. So just make sure you keep a dollar handy and just keep measuring around that when we finish with the rows. Okay, and we will get started. The way it's going to work is we are going to crochet a chain of 25, and then after we do the 25 chain, we're going to go around in rows and we're going to go up by 9. So we're going to start on this edge and then we'll finish up here. So let's get to it. Now, I am not good at explaining how to do a slip knot. I'm used to just going really fast and not having to tell anybody how to do it, so I'm not even going to try to attempt it at this tutorial. I'm hoping you already know how to do a slip knot. I'll do it very slowly. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. I'll try to do it really slowly. Maybe you can learn just from watching me do it, but I really don't know how to explain. Well, I guess all you do is make a loop, flip it, and then pull that right out. It's not bad. I did pretty good with that. Hopefully that helped at least one person. Alright, I cannot do this watching the screen. I have a new respect for people who do YouTube tutorials. Okay, so for the pattern, we are going to, let me grab the pattern. I'm also going to help you learn how to, and it will not fit in the screen. Okay, I'll just say it out loud then. We are going to chain 25. So, knowing how to already chain, just go for it. 25 chains. 4, 5, and I'm going to push pause and finish. Okay, so now you should have your 25 chains. Very, very simple to do. That looks a little bit wonky. I don't know what I did. I'm not that great at crocheting with cotton yarn and looking through a screen, so bear with me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make 24 half double crochets right down this side of the chain, and then we're simply going to just keep going on the other side and make another set of 24 half double crochets. For the very first row, we're going to have 48 half double crochets all together. So for a half double crochet, we're going to go in the second chain from the hook. That's the first. We're going to go right there in the second. So we're going to yarn over. We're going to put, I can't see. Okay, so we're going to yarn over. You're going to put your hook through the loop. You're going to yarn over again. You're going to draw the yarn right through that loop, and that'll give you 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over again and just go through all 3. You're going to keep doing that. So yarn over, put your hook through the yarn, the very top bump right there. Yarn over again. Bring your yarn right through the loop. Yarn over again and go through all 3 loops. And we're just going to keep doing that 24 times. I'm going to push pause and I will meet you at the end of this first side of the chain. Okay, so at this point you should have 24 half double crochets. And now we're going to keep on going. And I'm not crocheting around the yarn. Usually you can just crochet around this to keep it woven in. I'm just not going to do that today. You don't even need to. It's going to be inside, nobody's going to see it, and it's just a pain in the butt for me to do that. So I'm going to go over. Here's my first one. I'm just going to yarn over, insert my hook into that I'm going to try to insert my hook into that chain, yarn over again, pull the yarn through, yarn over again, pull the yarn through all 3 loops without getting caught on. There we go. And I'm going to do this 23 more times. And you're just going to keep going until you reach your very last chain. And I will meet you there. Okay, I'm at my very last chain. I'm going to put my last half double crochet of this row into it. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Okay, and to finish this row, you're going to find your very first half double crochet, and you're going to do a slip stitch into it. You're going to go right through it. Don't yarn over, just go right through both loops. There you go, a little bit tight. Yarn over, bring that yarn right through those 2 loops, and bring your yarn through the one on the hook, and you're done. That's the first row. Pretty simple. Now start row 2. All you're going to do, just chain 1. You're going to half double crochet in the same space, so just yarn over, bring your hook through that same space, yarn over again, bring the yarn out, yarn over again, go through all 3 loops. And you're going to keep crocheting half double crochets until you have 48. Just keep going all the way around. And I will meet you, oh, got caught, on the very last half double crochet for row 3. Or to start row 3, I'm sorry. Alright, and I'll see you there. Okay, so at this point you should have 2 rows of half double crochet. You fold it in half. You can see where the bottom is. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, a little bit better. And so I'm at my very last stitch. So that's my very first half double crochet. That is just part of it, which is annoying, but that you skip. And you're just going to go right into the very top of your first half double crochet through both loops, yarn over, bring the yarn right through it, bring the yarn through the loop that's on your hook, and you are finished with row 2. Now you're just going to chain 1 for row 3 and half double crochet in the same space, and you are going to do exactly what you did for row 2 for rows 3 through 9, and you're going to end up with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. You're just going to keep going the same way. Very, very, very simple, very easy. And when you get done, just slip stitch and then chain 1, cut and pull tight, and that'll make a knot. And I just wove it in just a little bit. We are going to be sewing this up, and all the little tails are just going to be hidden. So very, very simple. Not a lot of weaving until we get to the straps, and then you're going to weave a whole lot, and I hate the straps, but necessary. So keep going, and I will see you when you get done. Alright, so at this point you will have a little thing that looks like this, little pocket, 9 rows, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9, and now comes the measuring. First and foremost, you will need to take your dollar, place it on top, and like I said earlier, it'll have to be bigger than what the dollar is. If it's smaller than the dollar, it will not work correctly. It'll snag on the dollar. So just make sure it's bigger all the way around, all sides, and that looks pretty good. It will have some stretch because size I hook creates really big stitches. Even with half double crochet, you can still see the holes right through there. That's why I usually don't use size I hooks, but for this it makes it a lot easier. Okay, now you're going to take your canvas up real quick. If it is too small, when you start your chain of 25, if you need it bigger, just add, the appropriate amount of chains to make it just a little bit bigger. And you can also add some more rows. Very simple to customize to your tension. And that's all that you need to do to make it bigger. Now, you're going to take the canvas, just plop it right on top, measure it out, and you're going to cut 4 pieces. You need 2 for each side of the wallet. So just cut out 4 pieces, and you're going to take 2 of those pieces, and make sure that you cut to where there's no like jagged edges. That's one thing I really, really hate about canvas, is that when you cut, sometimes it has a little square sticking out, and that'll go right through your stitches. So make sure they're all just really nice, clean edges. Okay, all you're going to do is you're going to stick it right in there. And of course it's going to get caught a little bit because it can't be just that easy. There it goes. And I think I made mine a little too big. It'll be okay. I'm just going to stretch it a little bit. Okay, now comes decision time. We need to close this big old hole. Now you can either just take your needle and just sew it closed, or you can take your yarn and grab some more of the pink, and you can just do single crochet or a half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, whatever you want to do across the top, just as long as that sucker is closed. I'm going to do single crochet across the top, which will give me 24 stitches across, because you're going to flatten it out and that'll give you half the stitches. So I'm going to keep stretching it. I think I made this a little too big. How did I don't know what I did with the other one. I made them the exact same size, so a little frustrating. Plop that sucker right in there, stretch it some more. Oh well, it'll be okay. So just single crochet across, just make your little slip knot. And you're going to attach right in there. I'm just going to attach it with the single crochet to make it easier. You could just chain 1 and then do a single crochet. I'm just going to go ahead and single crochet it. Grab that stitch. I hope you can see what I'm doing because I can't. Alright, there we go. I swear the other one, I just glided right through it. It was super easy. Okay, there we go. And I keep getting caught. Okay, I'm going to push pause. I'll finish this and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. But all you do is just take that loop and match it with the corresponding one on the other side and just crochet through those 2. And that'll keep it closed. And I'll see you then. Alright, so now you should be done with the top. This is what it looks like with single crochet. And you are about to see my cat if he doesn't get off here very soon. I waited until nighttime so all of my dogs and my cat and my kids will be asleep, and he got a second wind. But you're going to take your ends and you are going to have to sew those in. I love this little thing. It saves my fingernails. So you're just going to take that and you're going to weave it right through. I like to go back and forth. Usually I go back and forth a couple of times, but did not leave a long enough tail. So I'm just going to do it this once. There. And if you're a beginner, whenever you sew, you take the part you're about to cut, tug on it so more comes out, cut it, and then when you stretch, that little end piece will just disappear. Alright, so we have the 2 panels, and now we're going to make our straps. We're going to need one longer one, which will be like it'll be the middle X strap, and you need one straight strap. Very, very simple. There's just 2 rows of single crochet. So for the straight strap, all you're going to do, got a whole mess over here. I'm trying to get through all this stuff. Okay, for the X straps, you're just going to need, and we'll do straight straps first. You're going to chain 14, single crochet in second hook from across. Second row, you're just going to chain 1, turn, single crochet across. So it's that simple. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let me hide this before I lose it. Okay, so slip knot. You will do your chain 14 for a straight strap. So 1, 5, 10, 14. Let me pull out the yarn. Now you're going to go into, that's the first stitch from the hook. You're going to go into the second chain from the hook. You're just going to simply single crochet, which means all you do is just insert your hook right into that top chain, loop right there, yarn over, bring your yarn right through. I don't know how well is it seeing. My little screen is just so little, it's hard for me to tell how well you guys can see it. Okay, so you're bringing your yarn through. That'll give you 2 loops. You're going to yarn over again, and you're going to go right through both those loops. Very simple stitch. So go right through the next chain, yarn over, and go right through those 2 loops. And you're just going to keep doing that for all the chains. I am completely regretting making this video with cotton because it's so rough and it hurts. But it looks so darn pretty. Now Hobby Lobby has, I love this cotton, and that's my favorite. I wish I would have brought some for this video. But when I get it, I use it all up. I love it. Okay, so that gives you 13 single crochets. And my chain's a little tighter than my stitches, which makes it curl. That is okay. Okay, so now we're going to chain 1. You're going to turn your work, and there's your first stitch right there at the base. See, this is your chain 1, and that's your first stitch that you're going to go into. You're just going to go right into it, bring your yarn right through it, yarn over, go through both loops on hook. The second stitch is always the easiest to see. You're just going to keep doing that right across. And I'm so sorry about my voice if it keeps going in and out. We've had nothing but storms. We had a tornado yesterday, day before yesterday, in our town, so this weather is really messing with me. And I would wait, but we still have more storms this weekend and the following week, so there's really no point in waiting. It's April. This is what happens here in Alabama. Alright, so almost done. trying to go very slow and it's messing me up a little bit. It'll be okay. We got this. And the last one is going to be bumpy. There we go. And you have just finished. I'm just going to slip stitch in the last stitch. I like that look better. You can either do a single crochet and then chain one and pull that through for a knot, or you can slip stitch. You really cannot mess this up too much at all. It's just a strap. You're going to be sewing this part in anyways. I just like the look of the slip knot. Okay, you're going to leave a really long tail because you are going to sew this onto your wallet. And we're going to use this tail to do it. So you're just going to cut a pretty long tail. It's probably even longer than what it needs to be, but I like to just safer than sorry. Okay, so that is going to be your straight strap. Now, your straight strap and your egg strap are going to look a lot alike. So my advice is to keep them separate because I'm going to have to figure out which one of them is which in just a minute. I did not do the smart thing this time, but very simple. And there's your straight strap. You're going to make 2 of those, and I'm pretty sure this is it. They should have 13, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good. That one's the straight one. And the X one just looks like this. Just a little bit more single crochets on it. You're going to start with a chain of 16. So do your slip knot as before. Circle, bend it down, pull that yarn right through it. Insert your hook. Tighten it. And then do 16 chains. Alright, and that'll be your first stitch from the hook. That'll be your second one. So you're just going to go right into your second stitch from the hook. Pull the yarn through, yarn over, go through both loops, and that's your single crochet. You're going to make 15 of those all together. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me go ahead and pause this and I'll get back to you. Okay, so row 1 of the X strap is finished. You're in your last chain. Mine keeps curling up. I should have made my chain a little bit looser. Alright, so for row 2 of the X strap, you're going to chain 1. You're going to flop that around, turn your work. That's going to be your very first stitch that you're going to put your hook through. That's where you did the chain and you turned, and there's your very first stitch. So you're going to put your hook right through that very first stitch, bring the yarn right through it, yarn over, and go through both loops. I'm going to do that all the way across, giving you 15 more single crochet, same as you did in row 1. Only this row is going to be a lot easier because going through the chain is so annoying. I hate doing the chains. And it's a lot easier to hold on to your work too when you've already got a row started. Alright, and the last stitch is going to be really bumpy. It might not even look like a stitch, but it is. I'm just going to go right through. Work with me today, come on. There it goes. And I'm going to do a slip stitch like I did for the last one. So I'm just going to go right through it without yarning over. I'm going to chain 1 for that knot, and you're going to leave a really long tail and chop it off. pull your yarn through, pull tight for a knot, and there's your second X strap. Alright, here's the fun part, and I'm saying that as sarcastically as I can possibly get. We get to sew. I hate sewing, but it's so necessary. So here we go. I like to do the straight straps first. It kind of helps anchor the wallet. Now when you are putting them together, what we are going to do, let me get the example. So when you're doing your wallet, you're going to want to put your straight straps on first, and you're going to want to put them a little bit lower than the top. You do not put them on the very beginning top. I would say about 3 stitches down is where the top of the width should be, and about 3 stitches up from there, which means that when your money is on it, you want it to, probably made this a little bit too, should have made them in a little more, but you want it to be able to hold this. So let me see. There you go. So when your money is in there, you want it to be hanging out from the top and the bottom so it holds it, because if it's too high up, it won't hold it, your money will fall out, and it really doesn't become a wallet then. So you want it to be a little bit further down, and that's why we need to do these straps first. So we're going to place them, just count about 1, 2, 3, we'll start about right there. Let's see. Don't fall. There we go. Okay, so we're going to place this probably right there. There we go. That'll be one. And I would do the other one right about there. Alright, so when you are sewing them on, here comes the really tricky part. The top of this is going to be sewn on to this part right here. The top of this one will be sewn onto this part right here. Now the bottom, this part right here, this strap, is going to be sewn onto this side wallet right here. Not on the first one. It's going to be sewn on right there. It has to, that helps keep them together. So you're going to put stitch, you're going to hold, I'm so sorry. You're going to sew it. I can say those words. You're going to sew it right there. You're going to sew this one, the bottom of the strap is going to be right here. So one side of this is going to be on this wallet, one side of this is going to be on this wallet. And I'm going to attempt to do this on camera. I love these things. I did not leave my towel long enough for this one. I'll figure it out. You know what? I'm going to just use, let me grab the yarn. I find that if you're using 2 different colors, one different color strap and one color for the wallet, it does look a little bit better if you use the wallet color to sew it on. I probably should have just woven in these ends. It just makes it a little bit more neater and it's easier to hide stitches. So I'm going to weave this in real quick, make it look prettier. I know some of you are laughing at my accent. Let me tell you, I never had an accent before. I'm an army brat. We moved to Alabama because we knew a lot of people here. It's a nice place. In the first couple years, everybody kept asking me where am I from, no matter where I went. And then it stopped. Nobody asked me that again. And that's when I realized I have an accent now. Thanks, Alabama. So yeah, go ahead and make fun of me. I deserve it. But it's funny. Alright, so that one's woven in. A little messy, but I'm just doing a tutorial. Most of these wallets I give away to kids or my friends, their families. so many people have had a blast with these. That's why I'm doing this, because it's such a popular item and I don't see them on Ravelry. I don't see them on YouTube. I don't see anybody else making them. And you would think that these would be all over the place. But I get to be the first. Yay. Okay, so we're going to take the main body color yarn. And where'd it go? There it is. And with that, like I said, we're going to crochet in about 3 or 4 stitches down. I like that. That looks about right. I'm just going to go right through the stitches. Now mine's going to be very messy. Please do not judge it on this. I'm just going to do it real quick just to show you how it is done. If I can get that through. There we go. If you want it to be a little bit, a little more clean look, you can crochet single crochet row right on the edge of that. It'll give you nice clean stitches to work with. But that is totally up to you. This way is just fine too. If you're giving this to a little kid, they will not care. They will have too much fun playing with it. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to match that up. Cut that off. I always put knots in my things. I know a lot of people like to weave the ends in. I'm a knotter. So I knot it, and you just weave it into the wallet, random stitches. Because it's not going to go anywhere. And oh, that does not look that good. Yeah, I probably should have just single crocheted the edge. It's on there pretty good, so that'll work at least. I'm going to try with this tail instead of using main body color, see how that works. Okay, for the other side, you're going to go place them together so they're straight at the top, and you're going onto this wallet, straight across, and right on in there. Okay. As you can see, one's on this side and one's on this side of the wallet. And that's all there is to it. So you're going to go and you're going to do the exact same thing for the other straight strap. Do the same amount of stitches down from there as you are going to be from here. And you'll see how and you close it, and you open it from the side. There you go. Open it from that side. Same amount of stitches, and they're connected. So that's all there is to it. Okay, go ahead and do the other one, and I will meet you back for the X straps. Alright, so at this point you should have both of your straight straps on, and they should look like that. Now I went ahead and I did one of the X straps on there. So what you're going to do for the X straps is you're going to put the bottom of one on this one right here above the straight strap. You're going to put this end on this wallet right over here. Now what you have to be careful of is, see how this one is just about 1 or 2 stitches below this one? You're going to have to do that for both sides, that way they're not right up next to each other. You don't want them to be interfering with each other when you're turning it. So you have to make them a little bit lower than the straight straps. That's all you do, is you just put this one right here, like so, on this wallet. Just sew that right there, and then you just put this one right over here. And we're going to get to it. We are almost done. I'm going to sew. It's easier if you start on the inside part than the outside. That way you know where to go. Alright, so we're just going to take this. I'm going to fold it up like that. Makes it a little bit easier. And about 2 stitches. I'll try to zoom in a little bit so you can see. And we're going to go about right there. It's not cooperating. There you go. There. It's not pretty. I'm not doing my best work tonight, that's for sure. But that'll hold. I'm going to... One thing I forgot to say was you do need... Let me zoom out. You do need to leave a really long tail when you start your chain. I should have said that when we first started, but just make sure you leave a really long tail, that way you can sew it in. I'm going to try and salvage this by just weaving through. Through the single crochets to the other side. Maybe it's long enough. Let's try that again.
we're going to make the X. Now you're going to sew it over here, and you still want to make it a little bit, you want to make it even with this one, so just go up through here, and you'll be about right there. You see, they're both about the same. That way it's an even X. Oops. Alright, now we're just going to bring this one back and knot it. Weave in all of your ends, make it neat. Mine's not pretty, but it works. I'm just going to finish off. If you're doing this, I would weave it in as much as possible. I'm just going to do it that one time. So I'm ready to be done. And this is your magic wallet. You are done. Now the fun part. You have to get your dollar bill and you get to practice the magic. So just close it up, open it from the other side. Ta-da! It works! It's a magic wallet. These are so cool. Sorry. Alright, so there's that. Good luck making yours prettier than this because I don't know what I was thinking. But it works. It's a magic wallet. So much fun. Alright, so if you want the written pattern, I'm going to have it on Ravelry for free. It's going to have both the picture tutorial, well, it's going to have a lot of pictures in it. It's not a true picture tutorial, but it's going to have a lot of pictures on there. And then I'm going to also have the printer-friendly version. It'll look like this. Just plain, easy to read. And I'm also going to have the patterns for the other crochet wallets with the characters that are really, really cute. They're going to be on Ravelry too. Just check out my store and you should be good to go. I'm also going to try my very best to upload a video onto the end of this. So if you want to keep watching, it should be up there. But my husband and I made a little commercial when I first made magic wallets. He was really excited over it, so we made a little commercial for our Facebook page, our personal Facebook page, and it is the funniest thing. We have shared it over and over and over again. So I'm hoping I can get that uploaded because it is the cutest darn thing. But other than that, thank you for watching my tutorial. I hope your magic wallet came out gorgeous, and I hope you had fun with it. Alright, bye-bye. Put the money in, baby. This is a magic wallet.
Hold on, I have to do my hand modeling.
There's the hand modeling too. There's an X and there's 2 other straps. What's going to happen? He just puts the money.
This is a dollar bill.
Exactly. Uh-oh, what's going to happen?
Whoa,
Oh my God!
My God!
It just did that all on its own.
It's like magic. Okay, well, let's see.
You
This
can't
is
just-
also a dollar.
Yeah, but you can't just put money in there. It's going to fall out. Oh my goodness, look what happened. It's not going to fall.
Secured. Okay, enough of this playtime. I'm going to put some real money in there.
Oh my God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. It did it again.
Look at that.
It's like it was made to do that.
This is like yarn. Wow.
This is like one of those really bad commercials.
On, let me see. What happens if you just keep turning it?
Absolutely nothing, actually.
Just 2
Yep.
on this side. 1 on this side. 2
You have to put it on
this
top of the straps before it does it.
side. Yeah, well.
It's secure. That's the best thing about it. It's secure.
No, it's different because now the pink is on the gray and the gray is on the pink. And if you turn it this way, the pink is on the pink. It defies logic and physics.
That's right.
Magic wallet.
Magic crochet wallet. Dun dun dun. Coming to you at a...
Glitter.
Don't do that. Coming to you at a craft fair in, when is it? September 31st, actually. Whoa, pink and gray. I think we're done.